Welcome back to Found in True Sports, episode 2. We had a great football weekend. Saints almost pulled off a close one. We had a pretty much game of the year Sunday night. LSU pulled it off. FSU pulled it off. We're about to get into week 2 of NFL here, week 3 of college football. We got fantasy folklore, spout shouts, all that. All right, let's get into it.
Yes, I'm ready to learn. Yes, I'm ready to learn. Yes, I'm
All right, we are back, Mike, episode 2, and we had a hell of a football weekend.
Better than week 1, some are saying.
Oh, way better. I mean, week 1 in the NFL was hard to beat. I mean, I think we might have had game of the year. We're going to get to that later. But, I mean, it was hard to beat this football weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting down on the couch from
Fantasy
12
football.
to 9, 10 p.m. and watching ball all day was beautiful.
The new red zone.
College too was still, it was kind of but both of our teams won, and that's all we can ask for.
Yeah, you can't complain.
All right, but
Still undefeated. We have the same record we had last year.
that's true. But let's start with college. Mike, both of our teams won. This podcast is getting off to a more peaceful start than it did last year. Being is that we were on your ass like grass when y'all lost that game. And
Talking about last year? Yeah, but there was no point.
I know,
mean,
but
you remember when we were at Ashley's party
you-
and we watched the Memphis game and they went up by 3? I was like, game's over.
I do think that this year is different for us. Both of our teams are good. It's going to be peaceful. We're not playing each other.
Not yet.
It's going to be – that would be electric, first of all. If there would be a FSU LSU matchup in the playoff, give it to me.
The pod would be cooking.
The pod would be electric.
Yeah, Florida
All
State.
20 of our viewers would go brazy.
Tiger Killers. That's what we're called.
I hate that. That is true right now. That's true right now. But, Mike, let's start with you. 77 points on them old boys.
So 3.
I mean, that is an ass kicking.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. My freshman got in. They played the Desir twins. They're cold. D-line, D-end. Deuce Robinson showed out. 3 catches, 176 yards, 2 touchdowns. Thomas Castellanos got pulled out early, but before he threw 276 yards, I think.
And
it was fun to watch. I rewatched it twice.
Jalen Lucas, they rested him.
Yes, they rested him, which I love that we were able to rest players because
A little bit of LeBron load management there, but
we're not.
kind of seems like a LeBron.
You cannot
style
say
move.
Florida State football is LeBron-esque because we are physical as shit.
After LSU had 4 injuries against Louisiana State, I would say they did the right thing.
Yes, thank you.
Louisiana Tech. But, I mean, still, we're sorry. That was a bad –
Right.
it did suck. But, I mean, just wanted to call him – Mike's an old-school ground-and-pound football guy.
Yes.
So sometimes when I see moves like this with his team, I have to kind of
And
poke and
another,
prod.
if you watch that game, we didn't do like usually when you play opponents like that, you do your trick plays, see if they work. We didn't show our hand at it. We ran the ball, threw the ball, we did a little reverse, and that was it.
Who's the backup to Castellanos? I would like to know.
Spare Perry, I think.
Sperry Perry.
Sperry Perry, I think. I
That's
don't know.
a fire
him.
name.
That is a kind of a fire name. Is that his name?
He's pretty
I'll
cool.
double check.
He's pretty cool. He had a good game. He threw a touchdown, freshman to freshman. Boggs,
Nice.
first freshman to start Florida State since 1992.
What are you thinking as far as right now with Tommy Castellanos?
I call him Tommy Casamigos, but I like him.
He's chasing a tequila brand endorsement.
Yeah,
with doing that.
I don't I don't understand the hate he got at Boston College. He kind of cooked. When he
It's
was there.
Kevin Sperry, not to before we go too far.
That man
Wow.
said-
But
Kevin
Sperry's
and Brock Glenn.
I'm calling
Brock
him.
Glenn's been there for years.
Yeah.
Respect to him.
I'm calling that dude Sperry's the rest of the year if he gets in. But right now, I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
So, after these 2 weeks and watching Castellanos, would you think he would get drafted in the middle rounds of the NFL draft?
I think 4.
4.
4, yeah.
Like Dak Prescott-ish.
I think he's like
Jake Haener. Jake Haener got taken in 4th, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
He's better than them. This is his athletic ability. Like that dude's fast.
mhm.
And he's not fast, he's quick, which is more dangerous than fast in my opinion.
You just put my entire brain in a blender and pressed pulse.
Like you might be faster than me, but I might have a quicker step.
Yeah, like that little second twitch type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I kind of get what you're saying.
Like his 10-second quickness is faster than your 10-second fastest.
And he has all the aura. Like
Oh
when
my
he's
God,
scoring or doing something cool, he knows how to like
And
really
that's the
pull it
you can
off.
if
Yeah.
you watch the game, that's like last year, even the year before, like the whole sideline, like when they would score, everybody would kind of get hyped. But when they score this year, it's balls to the wall.
He's
madness.
a star. He's going to be a star for
Yeah.
a while, I think.
I think
he'll be
well,
a
not
good
for
backup.
this year. He's
I
a
mean,
senior, but yeah,
he'll be a good backup.
I think he'd be like a Jalen Milroe type for
Sure.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
but not
Mike, you
as highly
thinking
drafted.
top 5, top 10 Heisman?
Top 10. I would say top 5. Like he's getting there. He's got to go off a little bit more.
He's
just
got
off
to
that Bama-
run the gauntlet.
off that Bama game alone though. It's hard to keep him outside the top 10.
I agree with that.
You can't name 10 people better. Well, you can't name 6 people. Well, you can name 6 better than him.
Yeah,
Probably. So he's probably at 7.
He's probably right after Carson Beck. If I had to, I would say Carson Beck is still getting love.
yeah.
I mean,
Carson
he's-
Beck, especially
he hasn't
with the
made
Notre
many
Dame
mistakes.
You're
mistakes.
telling me
Yeah.
Tommy
Shake back.
Castamigos is not better than that crackhead?
I'm not
looking
saying that.
motherfucker?
I'm just saying what does America think right now?
You,
They
you
probably
just made
still
me
have
curse
Carson
after I said it was not curse.
Beck. I'll try to cut that one out.
Carson Beck still looks like Stanislav. But
Bourbon Street
Um,
crackhead.
all right, let's get into LSU. It wasn't a pretty win, still a win,
Yeah.
but there was a lot of lows, some highs.
Injuries.
Injuries I
I
didn't
like
like to see.
seeing that.
Trey Dez is at least not injured very severely.
have?
Yeah, so it
So-
was his right leg. He left in a knee brace, but I think it was just
With
like a
crutches?
contusion. Yeah, but I think it was just like a bruise, like a bone bruise. Our first snap, we lose Braylon Moore,
That's a bad
SEC
bone
Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
tough. It set the narrative of the game. I mean, it was an ugly game. Glad we
Yeah.
won.
Yeah.
You know,
I was glad to see Harlan Berry, the freshman 5-star running back, get that awesome run. I mean, that the spin
Yeah.
move and then like breaking it out. And I wish he would have scored on it, but I do think that he still cooked. I was listening to the game on the radio with Pops on the way back from the
Radio's
paddleboard
back.
excursion. Radio is back. I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
they bring the
listening to-
heat. They bring the energy.
Yes, it was like,
Yeah,
and
sure.
I tell you what, they give you every little detail of the game. It's even more than you're thinking about in your own brain.
And
Sometimes, when
sometimes
you're
they
watching.
say some ruthless shit.
They
too.
do. They give them hell. And
Like,
radio
there's only
ads,
5 people
radio
listening to
ads are a
this.
little, but that's when
It's better than the repeated commercials on television.
Yeah.
truly, like you can only do
Especially
so
with
much of the
streaming.
Geico lizard.
Yeah.
But figured the Louisiana Tech game would be the good weekend to go out on the paddleboard. So we rode home, listened to the game, and I was wondering why. I know the game was a little close, but I was wondering why our starters were in so long.
It looked.
It's
If you watched it, it looked like if you take the scoreboard completely out the TV, it looked a lot closer to me than what. The
I
scoreboard
agree.
showed.
And I thought Nuss had a questionable game. I thought he was making a lot of
he
different
definitely
decisions.
dropped in the Heisman race for sure.
Yeah, when he rolled
much,
out,
but-
Those are the
trying to get
games-
around the DN.
Those are the
it
games
looked
where you
easy.
show out to show
Yes,
why
and
you're
I
high.
also think that the same goes for LSU as an entire program, football program. Those are the games like where you hang like everyone in the SEC this week hung 50 on some
You
of these
put belt to
opponents.
ass.
And you belt to ass these teams.
BTA.
You know, and I didn't see that out of LSU at all. And
Would y'all say Kelly plays to the level of his opponents?
Often.
Often.
Yeah, and the way I see it too, you made a good point. A lot of the times we need to establish the run to set up the pass because we're just trying to do cute shit.
Yeah.
And
which you can do that against – you want to kind of test that cute shit out against an inferior opponent, so when you go play Bama. But getting the run going, including when your offensive lineman goes out, like that's when I'm like, all right, this
maybe your best player.
I do think it's hard for Brian Kelly not to do cute shit with like the four fastest guys in the top in the nation. They're like the quickest dudes.
Yeah.
So you want to do that cute shit, but sometimes you got to play ground and pound football. Yeah. And when you have Durham and Harlem Berry, and it's the Louisiana Tech game, this is a chippy game. In-state opponent.
This is their Super Bowl. They're playing at Death Valley.
Exactly.
I mean, these guys, this is the biggest game of their life. Since the start of the
game, on the radio, it was chippy. Yeah. And I think that's when you give Harlem Berry the rock, Durham the rock, and
plus young players, like you want to get them
exactly. These are this is when you want to get their feet wet, and
But and like that's a scouting report. Like those guys want to hit the transfer portal next year and go to a big school, and they want to stay in state, but who not to show out to than LSU.
Agreed. I thought the Trey'Dez Green thing was going to be a lot worse than it was. Thank God he is not as hurt as we were alluding to.
Oh, who's Trey'Dez? Is that the lineman?
He
was a basketball player. He played basketball for LSU. And
Trey'Dez Green is the Louisiana Gatorade Player of the Year over here. Is 5 stars out of Zachary High School.
Yeah, so he used to play both sides of the ball. He's just focusing on football now.
And he's
really good. He's 6'7".
He's the guy we threw the 1-on-1.
14?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Michael just knows numbers on our team.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't pay. It's just,
you're an FSU guy.
Tunnel vision to FSU, y'all.
Yeah. But like a guy walking out with a knee brace and crutches, that's I think it's kind of like
don't love it for game 2 against Louisiana.
Don't love it. Matter of fact, hate it.
Yeah.
I'm also still not
his leg in half. He'll be back.
I'm still not a fan of Brian Kelly. Pissed off.
He's a cornball, dude.
Dude, like they're pissed off, red face at everybody when they come off the sideline, no matter what the outcome is.
You know how people are saying Kalen DeBoer is not built for SEC football? Would you say the same thing for Kelly?
Absolutely.
Yes, but
he's just in a better situation.
Yes, yeah. I agree with that. I think that like
all these players,
even if we go to the playoff this year and we lose, I will still hate Brian Kelly.
Okay, if y'all win a championship.
I'm good on Brian Kelly. He like that's what I told you this. I think on the last episode. If not, we were talking about this off the pod. But it's championship or get the fuck out of town with Brian Kelly.
Yeah,
it's you. What are we gonna? It's almost like I don't want to. It's almost like Texas. All those big schools in Texas, like UT. Texas A&M, SMU, you can get all those 5 stars and pay those guys and bring them in, but what are you going to do with it?
Oh, you're LSU. Squat or get off the pot. Yeah. I mean, Coach O won, and then he starts bringing his girlfriend's kid to run plays. 2-year-olds running plays at LSU. Nothing wrong with that, but it's like
as long as you're winning.
He wasn't as locked in.
Not at all.
And Brian Kelly, he's locked in. It's not that. It's just he doesn't have the coaching style needed, I think, for our type of
he's trying to be cute when he does it.
Ever since he did the TikTok spin around.
Also, I hate how he does the LSU thing like that. Do this.
And he went to the Pete Maravich Center during like a Louisiana women's basketball game.
And he tried to do the Southern accent. Yeah, that was tough.
He sounded like Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah. But talking about, I know I brought up Kalen DeBoer. Y'all saw the old lady in Alabama when they asked her if she would have won the lottery. She said, first thing I'm gonna do with $70 million, I'm paying that dude out, and then hell, I might pay the AD out because I hate him too.
And she was gonna give a little bit to her church.
Yeah, a little bit to the church.
Even Willie denounced Bama. The Tide. He said he don't care about the Tide.
I don't care nothing anymore.
Roll Tide. Willie's off the Tide.
He don't give a piss about the Tide.
He said, I don't give a piss about anything, and I don't give a piss about the Tide. Dang. But they did murder who they played 77-0. So I think
but I mean, they played. I mean, granted, that's what LSU should have done, but I mean.
But the D tackle that's been out the past 2 weeks, this is when Kalen DeBoer's not built for that. He was hyping up Kalen DeBoer because Kalen DeBoer, I guess,
He's
I don't
trying to
know.
fire up the coach.
Yeah.
God,
But, like, this
it's never
D-tackle-
a good look.
This D tackle has been missing a couple of games. Apparently, he's like the upper echelon in the draft next year. So I think when he comes back, he'll be fully healthy. And I'm starting to think Florida State might have woken up Bama.
No.
Well, at least they have a chip on their shoulders, which if they would have beat Florida State, they wouldn't have had.
I don't know. I
So,
think Bama.
These players who were doing TikTok dances, yeah,
This is a. This
You
was
haven't
a
seen
fluke
it.
game
You didn't
for
see a
me
TikTok
for
dance
Bama.
this week.
that's what I'm saying.
This is a fluke game for me with Bama. But
Well, like these guys,
I
they're
wouldn't want to
top.
play him next week.
They're top recruits, and they are thinking, "Oh shit! Like this is my
Mm-hmm.
career."
Yeah, you don't see
So-
Ryan Williams doing TikTok.
Kalen's not at that school
Yeah.
by the end of the year. Kalen DeBoer is not going to be the head
No,
coach. of
yeah,
Alabama.
but I think that's the hard part about going to Bama because everybody's expecting you to live up to. You're not living up to Nick Saban.
If he would have stayed where he was at, they would have made a statue for him.
Oh,
That's the
Washington?
unfortunate part. Yeah,
Yeah.
he built.
He's
like,
built for Washington.
Yeah,
he's built for West
absolutely.
Coast. He's
Yeah.
built for that.
I agree 100%. Now, Mike, we've talked about both of our teams winning. It is always easier to fix things after win with LSU, so I was glad to at least see us get the W and not get like totally upset
Yeah,
by.
it is cool seeing young talent play for
Yeah,
the following
honestly.
year.
It's nice
To
that
see what you
Holland
have.
Berry got that 50-yard run too. But we have something to argue here that you and I off the pod have been kind of letting brew between text messages this week. We have now gotten on an argument as to who you would rather have. Bryce
Bryce
Underwood or Arch Manning. I am on the squad with Arch Manning. Mike is leaning towards Bryce
100%
Underwood.
Bryce Underwood.
You have paid, no, not you, but your side has paid Bryce Underwood $12 million before he even took a snap. In
That's
the
the little bit
NCAA.
about that we know.
And-
Well, the thing is, you have a super booster who's the richest man in the world. I think he's not sweating 12 million. But
No,
And Dave
But-
Portnoy.
yeah, so a lot of that, like that's just like
but at
tax
the
write-off
same
for them.
time,
Oh yeah.
damn, he is. I don't think that this Oklahoma game should have been his breakout moment.
While I agree, I think at times it takes a moment to develop and slow the game.
He's
down.
a
Now,
true
while
freshman.
Arch has not been a dog this year either, he did play great against San Jose State.
Yeah.
But
Powerhouse.
that is not. I was about to say not a great program over there at San Jose State that he put up numbers against, but
Yeah.
you do what you're supposed to do against bad teams. That's what great players do.
Mhm.
And I've seen whenever he came in for yours last year, I've seen him play quality football in the NCAA. I've not seen Bryce Underwood do that. So if I'm just starting a program right now, I'm taking Arch Manning.
Okay. Bryce Underwood only played 2 games.
Agreed, but this game was important.
Last year, Michigan was not good. If they don't beat Ohio State, they don't beat Bama, they're not ranked this year. They lost 5 games. They won 2 big ones, and now they're in the rankings. Michigan's not known for having wide receivers. Can you name a Michigan wide receiver? I think Nico Collins might have went there. I think. They're known for bell cow running backs. They don't have one. They lost a lot of talent on defense. They lost their starting D tackle. They lost their starting DB. They're not the same Michigan that they were 2 years ago. And then guess what? They didn't throw back then. It's a different ball game. They're going to have to adjust to him. He's a true freshman. Arch is just famous because of his last name. Arch was a Heisman candidate at the beginning of
Now,
the year. And
did
it's
you-
completely fallen off. What did Arch do against Georgia when they benched Ewers?
Tough game. However, I do think that Arch had a tough time on the road against Ohio State, but I hope that was a week 1. Get the rust off, whatever. The other thing I have against Bryce Young is, did you not
Bryce
see
Underwood.
him at? Cannot get that right. Got Bryce Young in the mind, but Bryce Underwood was seen partying, dude. You saw the pictures of him upper deck at the parties, beanie backpack on,
Hey, look,
sunglasses.
man got
Party.
paid. Man got paid.
One thing I'll give him credit for is like you look at
He's also huge as shit and athletic. And he
Yeah.
has an arm.
you look at so many quarterbacks that it took them a few different schools even to be the guy.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels wasn't the guy right away.
I know, but
Joe
when
Burrow
you're-
wasn't the guy right away.
When
It's
you're
like-
Bryce Underwood, 1-1 quarterback, 5-star, you're supposed to come in and be that guy.
What
but
would
I
you-
think
what would you-
I'd give him week 4. He might be that
Then
guy.
again,
I don't think
hey,
he will. I don't
I'll
think he will
concede
this
on that
year.
a little bit
it might be too
because
soon, but
I'll concede on that a little bit there because remember I had a lot on Jackson Arnold with Oklahoma last year. I thought Jackson Arnold was going to be really good in that Oklahoma program.
Yeah.
Turns out, totally not.
Totally ass.
But I do want to say, looking at the first Auburn game, he looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was, not a really, really contentious game, but he looked great.
But I think,
and sometimes I do think you're right, Connor, where it does take finding your fit. But I mean, if you're gonna decommit from LSU,
which is a bigger fit for him than Michigan.
That's the thing too. I was gonna say it's like it's harder to learn.
That's supposed to be your fit, man.
Yeah, a Michigan offense is cool and all, but a LSU offense, you don't really have to learn much. They're just trying to max you out.
How long have we been watching football and we have ever thought, damn, Michigan's a good passing team?
I do think
Ohio State's always
Nussmeier wouldn't have returned if Bryce would have stayed with LSU, I don't think. But I do think if Bryce Underwood comes into the LSU program,
I think he would have waited a year. I think he
would have waited a year, but then he would have been familiar with a lot of the
he probably would have got good. Like, that's the thing. You need time. Like, that's the thing.
That's not the NCAA anymore.
Yeah, that's also the problem. Like, you need time, but that player might not want that.
Time anymore.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't write him off.
You have to come in and win now.
Yeah.
Like, that's why
I've even got – you see me talk about it. Like, if you're going to change the nature of the beast, then get with it.
Yeah. That's why I give, like, Florida State, we have a guy at Brock Glenn. He's been there he was there the whole time. Jordan Travis was there. He transferred out of Ohio State, came to Florida State. Dude has talent. There's a reason why Ohio State wanted to get him. But he's stayed the whole course. He's a third string. He can probably go start anywhere. Like, go be picked up by anybody, but he wants to stay. You don't find players like that anymore. And he was a 5-star. Like,
true.
That's hard to find a 5-star that's willing to accept a third string role. And he's old. Like, he's just with the team vibing.
All right, let's spin off the Archman, and we got to talk about this.
He's a TikToker.
We got to talk about this, Mike. Steve Sarkisian.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I still don't understand it.
Head coach of Texas, was asked about Arch Manning threw some passes before the game. Wentz is in pain. Steve Sarkisian is asked at the press conference, what did you think about? First of all, they're at a football game with cameras
everywhere.
It's on TV. It is publicized. There's cameras on Arch Manning.
Mm-hmm.
He was asked, what did he think about the video footage being leaked of Arch? Leaked, not really. There's cameras everywhere.
When he says, who told you?
And he decided to say that, who told you that?
Yeah.
Arch obviously didn't say that. There was videos. Then he said, I don't come and video you while you're using the bathroom, do I?
And see what face you make.
Michael, I'm going to ask you a question here. Are there video cameras at football games?
Yes.
Are there usually another question right here? Just
same question.
Are there usually video cameras in bathrooms?
Not to my knowledge. Actually,
okay.
I think it's illegal to do that.
I'm pretty sure that's against the law.
Unless you lock your shit, it happens.
Did not correlate whatsoever at all. I don't think.
But he felt himself.
He
was cooking.
It's crazy to me. It almost seemed like he had that one hot and ready to go, like a Little Caesar's pizza.
His smirk
he was. Yeah, he says it and then he goes, look, cool guy smirked it, and everybody was kind of just like, what in the fuck did this guy just say?
Yeah, I don't like him. He's up there with Kelly for me. Like, he's just a cheese ball, cornball. I don't think Texas.
No, I do think he cooked last year. I do. The only time I've ever been like, tip my cap to Steve Sarkisian was last year.
Beating Arizona State.
Yeah, he was cooking during that game.
Yeah.
He unlocked Quinn Ewers in that game.
But they struggle. Analysts say it. I don't like analysts, but they say, which is kind of true if you watch his games, they struggle in the red zone.
Yeah.
They're good from 30 in, but get them inside the 10, like,
they have always been one of those teams that shoot themselves in the foot.
But he stops running the ball. Look at the running backs he's had. And you just like, nah, I'm going to throw down a check down, throw a wide receiver screen, play they need to get rid of. It doesn't make – it never works. Find me a wide receiver screen that's worked in the greatest moment, and it doesn't exist. Look what happened to Chris Olave. We'll
I
get
will
to that
say-
later.
We'll get to that.
Sark confirmed hot wife. He probably has top 2, top 3 hot.
I know
hottest
that
wife.
he went home and his wife just hyped him up. Good job, honey. You barbecue baked him.
Look up what his wife looks like. You would
You
be
probably
shocked.
don't think she sounds like that.
Trust me.
She's got. Do you
She
think she has
does
the
not.
Texas twang?
Look
No.
up Steve Sarkisian wife.
Steve
You will be like, wait.
But also too,
Sarkisian. What?
him saying that just makes me more confident. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
Not what you were expecting, huh?
Not at all.
Bro, I was shook. It's not even like
Wait, that's the first
Respect.
time you saw it?
no.
you've seen
When,
it before?
I didn't really
when
know.
I did see it, I was like, whoa.
I didn't know Steve Sarkisian had like.
He has the juice, bro.
Yeah.
You got to give him respect.
I was unfamiliar.
He's
with
invited
your
to the
game,
cookout.
Sark.
Let's
Oh,
just say
yeah,
that.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
invited
yeah.
to the
He's
cookout.
invited to the cookout for sure. And
But
here's the thing. I didn't know Sark was coming with black wife, cool guy energy like that.
It gives him some points. I'll give him
It
that.
does.
But him giving that answer about Arch just makes me more confident that he does have a shoulder injury. And he just doesn't want anybody finding out. He's trying to keep it under the wraps to save his season.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
Unless Arch was giving a bad fart and Arch went to the sidelines after that play.
Yeah.
It
What
was
if
like,
what if Sark's trying to tell us Arch was just shitting his trousers?
was
Like,
just holding in a turtle.
His uncle has some of the most memeable faces on Sunday nights, Monday
yeah,
nights.
what if
Eli,
Arch was just
Eli
trying
would
to
make
play
the
into
dumbest faces.
Oh,
it?
talk
What
about
if
his
Arch
uncles.
was trying to play into it, just going when he throws the ball.
Talking about his uncles, they're already trying to get the younger Peyton Manning's son. They're trying to
Marshall
get-
Manning
Yeah.
has a
He's
is a
dog.
commercial.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say is
He's probably like 13.
Yeah.
I kind of feel Arch because you know when you're in PE or something and you're not doing too great, you got to act a little hurt.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to act a little hurt. So where people are like, hey, maybe.
Dude, he's playing hurt. He scored 3.
Come on, bro.
Look, hey, I've
For the
pissed-
first half.
I've pissed myself in games, but I've never made a face like that.
I respect that.
Piss dog.
Legend.
All right. Moving on. We got to talk Mississippi State upset.
What a game! What a
What a
game! What a
game.
game! The cowbells were.
I
going
still can't stand the
crazy.
cowbells. Even I loved watching the Brandon Walker celebration with his son and all, but when he started ringing the cowbell, I'm like, yeah.
Imagine if
Couldn't do
Mississippi State was good. That stadium would be
Oh yeah.
all electric.
They had that Mississippi State baseball player on Mostly Sports this week, and he was
I
saying
saw a
that
little clip of that.
whenever like those teams get hot, it is a top 5 atmosphere.
When
You know?
Dak was there, it was
Well, that's the thing. Mike Leach, rest in peace. He
R.I.P.
created this new league we're seeing with these offenses that just
Yeah.
ball out
oh yeah.
passing. So
Favorite Mike Leach clip is the Mississippi State bowl game when he's talking to the news
Oh, yeah.
reporter and all the players are fighting and shit,
yeah,
and he's just like chopping it up.
Mike, as a tattoo that ass blitzing, you would love that. Blitz.
Yeah, I
You
love a good blitz. I
You
love a good
that
blitz,
shit.
man. Balls to the wall.
Would you, as a
Find the ball.
defensive coordinator, maybe dial it the fuck back on?
With 13 seconds left in the fourth? 100%.
Yeah, let's maybe not do the 0 blitz.
With probably one of the fastest wide receivers in the
that
country.
dude has wheels.
At least you can send a blitz, but just keep somebody in the back.
That dude was
Or
gone.
double
as
cover
soon as
him.
that ball was in that man's hand.
Or double
it
cover him
was
because everybody knows.
pandemonium.
Everybody knows he's probably going to him. He's the only one that can win a route.
don't you love those kind of players though? When you know it's happening, everybody can see it.
That's like the Larry Bird thing. Like how Larry Bird used to be like, "Hey, look, I'm going to this corner, and you're going to try to stop me. But I'm going to shoot it right in your mouth, and you can't do a thing about it."
Yeah.
That's basically it. And it's worse than knowing, and they
Yeah.
don't even tell you.
I do think that this is going to give Mississippi State a shot in the arm just as far as the entire season. I don't
Oh,
think they're
yeah.
going to be a great
I'll
team
say
by any means, but I
Jeff
do.
Levy's doing a great job.
I mean,
Yeah.
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 They're
But
gonna
look,
at least get to 5-6 wins.
Arizona State is not a football team I hate. I like the coach.
I don't
the
like
team.
Kenny Dillingham as much after the Starkville comments. I'll say that.
I think he was just throwing
Brandon kept
jabs.
calling him a knuckle and a thumb.
Well, he
He looks like the thumb off of Spy Kids a little bit.
exactly.
You didn't see when he was on the Good Morning Show or whatever that Barstool started on Fox, and Dillingham was like, "Yeah, I was just joking around," and Brandon Walker was like trying to go at him, and he was just being nice about it.
Right.
He was like, they were like, Brandon Walker, you're kind of getting owned by niceness right now.
Yeah, sometimes killing Brandon with kindness is.
He will be, if a SEC coach job is opened up, he would be a great SEC coach.
I'd take him on LSU.
I would too over Kelly, that freaking cheese ball.
Or saying Dillion.
Yeah.
Let's
He's
talk
aggressive.
about
I could see it.
USF.
He's young too. I mean,
Oh, my-
he's
he's
not
like-
even 40.
Yeah, no, he's like 36.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the USF win over Florida.
What a game.
What a game. Game-winning field goal.
Keep
huge
the saliva
in-state
in your
opponent.
mouth.
And that's what we were just talking about with the LSU game. Like, these are those chippy games where the kids
guys
that
know
did
each
not get
other.
recruited in the SEC go to the USF. They got a chip on their shoulder. They play hardball. They've now beat two top 25 opponents.
Boise State.
They've easily had the best resume as of now.
Ranked
I mean,
18.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
I mean,
What
And
was
I mean-
Florida ranked before? What was Florida ranked before they beat them? 13, I think?
Yeah, 13 or
I think
14.
13.
But anyway, that is a huge upset.
Yeah, no, the dude.
That quarterback is absolutely a
I
unit.
think Napier's days, no matter what he does for the rest of the season, are numbered.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the guy. He's a UL
He's
guy.
going back to being Sunbelt Billy, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, after this
The
year.
whole thing people are saying, I know I said it last episode, but like, he needs time to get his team right, get the team he wants. You have the transfer portal. You have
That's what
film.
I'm talking
You can go
about. Okay,
watch
so-
these guys.
Listen, you have if you're gonna, that's what you don't need 4 years to get a team right.
Right.
And also, you don't get
So-
4 years.
so
of that.
Florida was 13 after the loss. They're
They're
now
not
29.
So-
They're not ranked.
Jesus.
Hear me out.
South
have-
Florida 18.
The last transfer quarterback you had, Will Howard,
Yeah.
one. Jaden Daniels, even a transfer quarterback.
Joe Burrow.
Heisman. Joe Burrow.
Jordan Travis.
I'm nah.
Well, you
was-
can put him in the conversation
Sure.
of transfer portal players
But-
that worked out.
What I'm saying is,
But then you got DJU.
they
Jackson
fu-
Dart. He I
But-
forgot where he left, but he left.
Florida went with Graham Mertz last
Sure.
year to start that off. Then
You were in the hype a little bit.
I was.
Were you or
Oh,
not?
you went back to being a Florida guy?
No, I'm saying,
Oh.
were you on the Graham Mertz hype
No,
at all?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I was very against Graham Mertz. I saw what you were getting with Graham Mertz out of Wisconsin. He never played
Sure.
great at Wisconsin.
Exactly.
But-
Steven used to be a Florida guy, though.
It's not.
Don't forget that.
I liked a Florida player named Felipe
And
Franks.
he used to
I had
tell
a
me
shirt
all
in
the
ninth grade.
time about
We
the
met
Gators.
at a football
He used to
camp.
do the chop.
I thought I did not do the damn chop. I never have done the
Swear.
chop in my life.
Then we came over.
Tiger bait.
Swear.
He has property in Gainesville.
I don't have property. And I've never been to Gainesville in my life.
Got you flustered.
I do think that USF this weekend
They
could.
proved that they're ballers. I can tell you that.
I mean, big game. This is going to be the telltale sign.
Yeah, I think they will lose against Miami, but it's going to be a physical game. That quarterback runs like a running back and can throw somewhat, but that D line is impressive. To go into an SEC game as an inferior school, you have no right in competing in it whatsoever, and to just be dogs.
Yeah.
That means, and
Agreed.
you're playing another in-state school that they probably know those guys. Like,
Truly.
I've been playing against them since high school, elementary school.
So South Florida is projected to lose, according to the odds. They're minus 17.5. So
That's
Yeah,
so
it's-
many
that's
points.
kind of disrespectful.
I feel like that's a
but
10-point spread to me. That feels
It reminds me, like, I know it's at Miami, but like, it's like the Florida State Alabama game, 14.5. Like, that's just, from
That's
what you've
too many
seen from this
points,
team,
yeah.
you think they're going to lose by 3 touchdowns, three scores?
I could see 2 touchdowns. I think Miami will win, but I agree with you guys. 10 points, 14 points. I think that's a
like it's
closer
it's
line.
still an
10
in-state
and a half.
opponent. I
It's
still
more
think it's going to be a gritty football
Yeah.
game.
I think the line should be at 10.5. But like,
I agree.
if you know Miami, if you've watched Miami since, what's their coach's name? Cristobal? Mario Cristobal?
Mario Cristobal.
Since he's been there, he always keeps teams in the game. Look at when he played Georgia Tech and he ran the ball. Like,
yeah.
that was
I do think they're always going to be that on the cusp team, though.
yeah. And
I'll
I'm sick and
say-
tired of people saying, "Hey, Miami might be back." They've been good.
I'll say their alum shows up, and they have like some of the best alum.
Yeah, Jason Taylor, Michael Irving,
Yeah.
Devin Hester,
Andre Johnson,
Eric Reed, Jonathan Velma,
I agree.
Michael Irvin.
Vince Wilfork, Frank Gore,
Yeah.
Greg Olson,
It's
Jeremy
stupid.
Shockey.
And they're at almost every home game. So
Yeah.
it definitely
Michael
helps
Irving
lift
gets
people
down
up.
on the ground and gets
Michael
absolutely
Irving, he's on something.
Yeah.
He's on.
I think
He needs to check himself.
He's on
in somewhere.
cocaine.
Yeah, 100.
Get help.
You ever seen when he's coaching up the wide receivers?
Yeah,
He just smacks a dude in the head and he goes, "That's what you do to get off the ball."
They need to suit him up. He's
All right.
locked in.
So final predictions for the
UCF,
USF Miami game.
USF.
I'm going Miami's going to pull off the win, but I do think
It'll
USF's
be a
going
close
to get the
game.
game.
Yeah, I think yeah. I think it'll be a little bad on the first half, and then Miami is going to figure something out.
I'm probably going to take Miami at like 13.5 points.
Nice.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna take USF.
I
I
do
like
want to.
a dog
I think
pick.
everybody's going to
Dog.
be rooting for USF to get the upset.
Yeah,
It's hard not to,
yeah. I'm very happy,
especially
that
with
Florida
Carson
State's not
back at the
playing.
helm for Miami. That dude still looks like Sid the Sloth.
I think that might be game of the week.
All right, let's preview 3 more games. I'll give you the big ranked matchup this week: Georgia, Tennessee at
Yo.
Tennessee. Gunnar Stockton versus I'm not really even too keen on the Tennessee
I don't
quarterback.
like Stockton.
I'm not, Stockton looks like he's 45.
I
I mean,
feel bad for him. He looks like he should be selling the insurance.
I
I
will
know.
say Joey Aguilar, at least he's
Yeah,
been
I-
outperforming
you're
Nico
taking a shot
Amaliva.
there?
No, I wasn't taking a shot. I thought.
I don't
about
have a
it after.
receding hairline.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Do I?
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
that's
bro.
right.
He looks like if Bood played football for Georgia, that would be Bood.
Damn. Boo, just got cooked. Just got barbecue baked.
He's got destroyed, dude.
Hard boiled. Shake and bake, dude. I don't know. I do think that Georgia's going to pull it off. I think that just because of Georgia's defense, and I think it's going to be a problem that Tennessee does not have their starting defensive backs.
I gotta say, Star Thomas, the Tennessee running back, that dude is
He's
a
a dog.
legend. He had almost like 200 rushing yards last game.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great team, but I think Aguilar.
But Georgia hasn't played anybody either.
I think
last weekend was 28
Georgia,
to 6.
I just want to say, struggled with Austin Peavy at one
I
point.
28
think
to 6.
Tennessee at home, Neyland Stadium, they have the lights. They got Rocky Top. They got the orange
Mhm.
flickering. I think it's up. I think Tennessee's going to win.
I got
I'm gonna-
Tennessee.
I'm going to take Georgia.
I respect it.
I don't.
All right.
I don't mind. I just don't think Georgia's offense is capable of meeting up with Tennessee's.
All right, Mike, let's talk about my game of the week. We have LSU versus Florida.
Yep, that's the game I had circled.
This was what you were saying. This is going to be LSU's proving moment.
Yep.
After the USF loss, I think that Florida's going to come out full of piss and vinegar, especially after that. It's going to be – this is a rivalry game, and we have to win this.
This is a must-win.
This
if,
is must win.
If you don't, Florida has a rough schedule, and after losing to USF, they could lose out.
Honestly,
And if you lose to them, that will hurt you bad when it comes to playoff ranking.
I think Nussmeier, he's embarrassed a little bit, and I think Napier might not have a flight home. He might have. He
This-
might be.
yeah,
Yeah,
LSU might
yeah.
put the dagger in Napier, unfortunately.
Yeah, he might be cooked.
But like I was saying earlier, Kelly competes to the level of his opponent. I've yet to see him blow anybody out really at a like when they're equally matched. Like this is a game where LSU needs to do what Florida State did to Bama.
True.
Blow them out the water.
I agree
Prove
with
that you're the more physical team and blow them out.
Yeah.
Don't do
I
the
agree.
crazy trick plays.
Let's.
Throw it
I would
and
prefer
throw it
us
out.
not to play with our food here,
Yeah.
like we
no.
did at the Louisiana Tech game.
But I think LSU wins big.
I think so too. I got LSU by 2 touchdowns.
so the
as
line's
well.
7.5.
Yeah, no, that
Soars, right?
yeah,
I'm banging it.
2 touchdowns at least.
Do you think that Florida has a problem with the quarterback DJ Lagway?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
He was a Heisman
I think
candidate.
he was a little above.
He was in the Heisman race from the beginning of the season. Like he was a Heisman.
He got a little bit of the arch hype.
Fraud
Not-
alert.
especially
Yeah.
not maybe for his last name, but I mean for what he was a 5-star QB. So,
yeah.
I do think Lagway was a little bit overhyped before the season.
Yeah. But what is he? He's a sophomore, I think. He was a freshman last year. So like
Yeah.
he's still young, but to have all that hype and just lose to USF.
And he played a lot last year.
No matter what you do this season, you lost to USF.
Yeah.
That's going to be the narrative, no matter what success.
Which we haven't talked about
if
this.
they win out,
They're unranked now,
sure.
right?
Yeah, they're 29.
USF's head coach could get a better coaching job after the season because last year he competed with Bama.
Mhm.
He just beat Florida, beat Boise State. If he beats or competes with Miami, that dude's about to get paid somewhere else.
This is definitely, if we win this game, going to be the dagger in Billy Napier's job. So he's going to be back to Sunbet.
Oh, yeah.
He's a doofus, unfortunately. I like the guy.
I do.
He's
You know what
kind of a
sucks
doofus.
about
I
him?
like him.
You know what
Yeah.
sucks about him is I actually was like, oh,
I liked him at UL.
I liked him at UL, and then
Yeah.
he goes to Florida, and now you have to hate him because he's a Florida coach, and then he like,
Luckily,
You don't
it's
need-
not working
and
out.
now, yeah, it's now we don't even have to respect him because he's basically just shit his pants over there.
Okay, but what if they beat LSU? Where's Kelly at?
In shambles, not
he's
fired.
already on the hot seat.
I don't
weirdly
think that
enough.
puts a dagger in his career, though.
No. But you think he's the seat? How hot is the seat?
Oh, if we lose to Florida, which that's not really in the cards for us this year, he is going to get talked about being bought out this year.
Yeah.
He's not the kind of guy that we're going to fire at any point in the season. I don't believe that. We're
I
going
do
to
think
win
that's
enough
gonna be an
games.
off-season thing.
And it might not even be this year, but he's going to be on the hot seat. He's going to be in conversations.
I don't
that
want to talk
we
about
wish
that
we
right now
could.
because
Yeah.
right now my mom will win the
Bad
national
juju. Let's move on.
Wait,
Texas
wait.
A&M Notre Dame.
Wait. But this year, I'll say things about this year. This year is the first year where like you kind of don't want to lose early.
It's
This
natty
is
or
like the first year
bust.
I've felt where like
It's natty or bust with
watching
me and Brian
LSU,
Kelly.
watching Georgia, watching Bama, watching Florida State, like watching all these teams. Like previous years, you're like, yeah, lose early, don't lose late. Now, like,
You
don't
really
lose
can't
early.
lose.
Yeah, you really can't.
Yeah.
Even though it's a 12-man playoff, you really can't
No.
It almost makes it harder.
because any team can come back and get in and,
And
beat you.
especially being ranked within the top 10, it's really tough
Oh,
because
yeah.
you have no margin for error.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if the SEC eats itself like it did last year, I mean, it's
You'd rather be
It'd be
ranked
very, very
outside
tough.
the top 10 to opportunity to move in than inside the top 10 and then
Absolutely.
agreed. All right. We're all taking LSU group ride on the
Yep.
Tigers.
Soar.
LSU
All right, go Tigers.
14.
Go Tigers. All right. Last game. Tough matchup. We got Notre Dame coming off a bye week
Physical
versus
matchup.
Texas A&M. I think Notre Dame's pulling this football game off. I think
The
they're
right
going to be
game?
full of just absolute piss and vinegar. I think this is going to be the Jeremiah Love, hand him the rock, let him cook game. I think this was a weird bye week for them, but I think it was enough to like just kind of let that marinate that they've just lost to Miami in a horrible fashion, got upset, and
Yeah.
then they're going to come back and like really just stomp Texas A&M.
Yeah, I don't like Texas A&M. I hate their yell leaders. We've
They're-
talked about it. It's
They
a cult.
are a cult.
Yeah.
I watched a grown man put on boots up to his damn near his gonads
Mm-hmm.
and call it his senior boots.
You ever seen one like they're in the room
Um,
and they're yelling at, like they're doing their little chant in the room and they're like yelling at people and the people are dancing on like that's just fucking weird.
It makes it so weird. Some like
How can you root for that team?
I know. And how do you, as a recruit, they must have to hand you the most oil field money
Bank
on
dude.
those recruiting trips because you can't want to be a part of that.
To sit through the yell leader stuff alone. Oh my gosh.
Imagine like that's like their big selling point too.
I know.
Yeah.
Also, like
you have to
don't
meet
you
each
don't
yell
We don't
get
have
to-
leader.
cheerleaders.
you don't get to
Yeah.
look at like any hot cheerleaders who score a touchdown. You get to look at these jackasses
Oily,
just
Scream
sweaty.
at you.
jeez, bunch of Brads and Chads just out there hooting and hollering.
Yeah, but I give it to Texas A&M though. They always got one D lineman that shows up at some
That's
point.
true. They
in the
always
year.
got like a Von Miller, that
Miles Garrett
Isaiah Stewart guy that
held
came
out,
out
for the
last
Bengals
year. He actually went back to Texas A&M practices. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
this offseason.
and then signed.
Truly. But I do think this is going to be the Notre Dame game. I do think that they're going to
Yeah.
pull it out.
So the spread's at 6.5. I think they're going to win by like 10 points to 2 touchdowns.
Do you think Kelly
I
tries
think
to
it's going to be a 7.
I can see that.
I think it's going to
Yeah.
be a clean
It's gonna be-
touchdown win.
The line was perfect.
I think it's a close game. It's going to be a battle, but yeah, 7. But do you think Kelly tries to put bad voodoo on Notre Dame?
No. I think Kelly wrote out his time in Notre Dame and went out.
But like
Okay.
after leaving, they just go to the playoffs.
Oh yeah, he probably loses some sleep about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like their new coach. I really do. Notre
Yeah.
Dame's coach.
definitely.
Yeah, he's
Easy to root for.
I like him. He's pretty. You talking about Marcus Freeman? I think his name is.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know. Something about Marcus Freeman. I don't really like him. I'm not sold on the Marcus.
Would you
Freeman
rather
hype.
see Marcus Freeman on TV or Kelly on TV? Just them. Just them. Like if you were to watch a whole
I don't
game,
like
but they're just
seeing
videoing the
Brian
coach.
Kelly's red, stupid little face yelling at Nussmeier over every little thing. So I'm going to say, if just by looks, I would rather see the Notre Dame coach rather than Brian Kelly's little troll.
And he's
ass.
doing this constantly.
Brian Kelly looks like whatever you imagine in your mind as you're reading a children's book and you're about to cross the troll bridge.
He looks like a character in Lord of the Rings.
Sure. All right, so we're all gonna ride Notre Dame on this.
Notre
too?
Dame, absolutely.
Notre Dame. I can't.
All right,
I can't
let's
root
go.
for Texas
So-
A&M.
I got a
Fighting
quick game.
Irish.
Tulane versus Duke. Where are we at with it? It's a 1.5 spread favoring Tulane.
1.5.
I'm riding it out with my premarital king, Res Claff. Congrats on the sex, buddy. You got kicked out of BYU, landed your ass at Tulane. You're back with your Jewish brothers, Shalom, and it's time for you to cook.
Yeah, I got Tulane. I can't.
Me too. Roll wave.
Duke's good, but they just don't have the skill positions. They got the D line, they got the O line, but like they're missing a lot. And I think Tulane's actually an underrated team this year. Are they ranked? I don't think they are.
They're not ranked yet. Both
I think they
teams
should.
are at the cusp.
I think Tulane
Both
should be
Duke and
ranked.
Tulane are beating at the door to be ranked.
Yeah.
So this game could rank one of them,
And
especially
Tulane
if the
was
right
on the
teams
cusp,
lose.
but almost
Yeah.
going to the playoff last year at one point.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I do think that if they
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 beat
only got
Caleb
better,
Williams
too.
the year before.
they
in the bowl
only
game.
got better.
You know what?
Yeah, that was the Spears game.
Yeah,
Tajay Spears game. He went
Whoa.
off.
like
Also,
4 tutties.
I want to give a shout out to the Oklahoma quarterback.
Mateer.
I think he might win Heisman.
I think
He's awesome.
I
Yeah.
think Fountain of True Sports should come out right now and pick our Heisman winner as Mateer for the year.
Okay, I'll go with that. Yeah, I'm cool
I
with that.
can't go against Nuss. Like, just in my heart, I have.
Okay, week two. If the Heisman
All
was
right,
tomorrow.
you know what? I'm
The
on
Heisman-
Connor's team. I'm on Connor's team.
If the
I'm going
Heisman
Nuss.
was tomorrow,
I'm
who's
staying
winning?
with Nuss.
I have money on Nuss.
Yeah,
I
yeah, but if the
literally,
Heisman
like,
was tomorrow, who's winning?
Mateer.
not Nussmeier.
Okay.
Yeah,
Also-
sure, I can give you that.
Also, game we didn't talk about that happened last weekend was SMU and Baylor. Double
Yeah.
overtime. That was
That
a
was
crazy
crazy.
game. Just want to kind
I
of give it a little shout
I
out.
gotta put my eyes on that.
Dude, double overtime. SMU goes down the field to kick the field goal to win. Misses it. Baylor goes right back down the field. Kicks it to win. SMU was up by 2 touchdowns.
I need to go watch some
Baylor's
highlights of that.
quarterback threw for 440 something yards, 5 touchdowns. It was insane.
Dude, look how big we look right now on this couch.
God, I feel like I'm Buddy the Elf.
Y'all
I
are gonna
feel like-
swallow the
I feel like
table.
we're on Gulliver's Travels
Gullibles.
Yeah.
right now. We're just giant.
So like,
But, I mean, I
big
think
grizzly bear.
this week coming up is a huge week for me, us as LSU. I think this is a huge week. I think this is going to be the week.
This
where
is a big week
This
for
is the
college
prove your
football.
team, prove yourself
Yeah,
team week.
I have an upset of the week. I think we can all agree on.
Go
Georgia.
rock with it.
We have South Carolina
Wow.
versus Vanderbilt. South Carolina is ranked 17. I think it's going to be a super close game. The line's at 4.5.
At Vanderbilt.
It's at South Carolina.
I got Vanderbilt and Diego
Pavia, baby.
Pavia just absolutely upset.
He's the
alert.
Grim Reaper. He's Mr.
And
Upset, bro.
I saw they had Asha Speed and
And
Theo
Theo
Vaughn on the gram. So they have some type of aura with
I thought that was another Colorado video for a second.
No, Vanderbilt. Dude, Theo's a huge
Tennessee guy.
Vanderbilt fan. He's like at all the stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
Well,
know.
yeah, I got Vanderbilt. If you stop Carolina's quarterback from scrambling around, just that wide receiver they got is massive,
Agreed. I mean,
and he's fast as shit.
are we all going to take the upset with Diego and the boys?
Yeah.
I think a bigger upset would be Georgia, but yeah, I'll take that up.
Anchor down, doors. We're going with y'all.
Shout out,
Shout
Ron.
out Rowan. We're gonna be rooting for you, buddy.
But if your
Hope you get
team
a win.
loses,
Hope you
Florida
get a win.
State's better.
Yeah, I mean, if we do lose, it's kind of all your fault.
Yeah, remember that.
Just take that to bed with you, buddy. But I think that does it all for college football. I think we're gonna.
I really can't think of another game.
No, but I'm excited, Mike.
Yeah,
We're gonna be watching it with the boys in Destin at a place. It's gonna be glorious.
it's gonna be electric.
Can't wait, buddy.
But I don't like just before we leave it. I just don't understand how like they just don't talk. Like I haven't heard anything about Ohio State. I don't know where the hell they went. Like
Yeah, we didn't talk about them much.
but like nothing happened. But like this weekend with them, but you just don't hear about them.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah, I'll
story.
tell you
So,
what, they've-
like
Penn State
as
as
far
well.
as coming
Penn
off-
State story.
coming off of a championship, you don't hear a peep about them.
no,
Very
not
quiet.
at all.
Link.
Very,
that
very
kind of
quiet.
scares me because I would like if I was on that team, I'd be pissed off
Yeah.
in general because one, I wasn't ranked one at the beginning of the season after winning a championship, and then nobody like we beat Texas and
I agree.
I have one last game I want to ask you guys about.
okay.
Ole Miss ranked 17 against Arkansas.
The fact that Ole Miss is still ranked is a sin.
I go to Ole Miss, actually.
Arkansas.
All right.
I'm going Arkansas. I
Really?
want to see Lane Kiffin cry and
Lane
Lane Kiffin's on
Kiffin's
some weird shit.
Lane Kiffin's seat needs to be hotter.
I
Yeah.
agree.
yeah, just because it's
Why is
trendy.
his seat?
Exactly.
He's
Yeah, he's
trendy
just
and he
an-
recruits well.
He's
That's it.
basically a high school girl. He's a TikToker. Like he just puts a bunch of trendy
Like,
shit on ads.
He should be up. He should be above Kalen DeBoer and Napier.
I couldn't agree more. I think he's going to lose this game and could be more than a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's because Ole Miss
now
doesn't
I'm
have the history.
completely on your side about seeing him crash
Yeah.
and burn.
Because he doesn't like. Yeah, he's a great offensive coordinator, but Ole Miss never has a defense ever, and they will never win anything
Agreed.
as long as that exists. That's
a hype
football true.
Um,
Yes, they got cool jerseys. Ooh.
I will say I did love when DK Metcalf did piss on that dog leg the field thing.
That's
Yeah.
fire.
That
Sure.
was fun.
I give
They-
him-
That's the
think
best thing I've ever seen Ole Miss do.
I think they lost that game.
I don't care, but he still did it, and it was awesome. I laughed my ass off. But I think that does it for the college segment. We're gonna get into NFL here. We got a lot to talk about.
A lot.
I think Rattler might be.
That's crazy.
That
Don't
guy.
you dare. Yeah, no, that's wild. That's wild.
Why do that to me, Michael? We're about to get into this. All right, Mike. We have so much NFL football to talk.
Yeah, we do.
I
was a
thought it
great
was
week.
going to be the
Great
Saints week, Mike.
That's
and I
crazy. I
was
told you
wrong.
it wasn't.
Why would you don't ever have faith in the team? And
No,
we're
it's
called the
such a lie.
Saints, and I feel like you should be called to have faith in your life.
I cheer for two teams, the Florida State Seminoles and the New Orleans Saints. I can only deal with so much sadness so many times.
Michael, I want you to just be able to say, Steven, I'm riding with your delusional ass this weekend, and we're going to put on gold Spencer Rattler jerseys and get hammered drunk and go to the game and eat chicken wings. You don't want to do those things with me this year.
That's a lie. I'll get drunk and go eat wings, but I'm not going to be irresponsible with your thoughts.
I want you to think we're going to win the game too, going into it.
I'm not going to put my good name under something I don't trust.
That's
Before the Cardinals game, bro, I was like, "Oh man, we're gonna go 3-0 going into Buffalo. We're done, bro."
You
So-
thought we were? That's cool.
No, I was trying to hype that up in my brain.
I did.
We
that's
can't
what
go
I'm
3-0.
talking about.
When
though.
you have
don't
to
ever
try
you
that
don't ever
hard,
even
you
get to
probably
that point.
shouldn't do it.
You don't ever even
That's a
get to
good
that point of trying to hype yourself up.
I'm like, you know what? Rattler could be the guy.
Yeah,
if he
that's
finds
crazy.
a lot.
Rattler-
You know what? He almost was that guy. If
If
Jawan
Rattler's
Johnson doesn't
never been
fuck
the
up
guy.
the catch,
You cannot.
he would be talked about in the media like,
Who knows?
Are you solely blaming it on Jawan?
No,
no, but what
Okay.
I'm saying is
it was abysmal.
If-
Like
it
it
was
was a
horrible.
bad
Okay,
game.
hold-
Like,
the fucking phone. If Jawan Johnson comes down with that catch, are we not talking about Spencer Rattler in a complete?
No.
And the entire media would be talking about him in a completely different light this
No.
week.
He threw too many medical balls for me.
But I mean, I agree. There was a lot of wrong, but I do think in the last quarter of that game,
But that's
Come
what
on.
the Saints are known for. They're known for keeping the game close, and then when finally you get that little inch of hope that they're going to win, they fuck it up or something happens. It's been happening for
but we also
20 years. No, less than.
We are known for always making games close somehow. But
Yes.
this was making the game close in a good way.
Against the Cardinals.
I know, but we were not. They didn't cover.
Yeah.
They didn't cover.
True.
That's not something to brag about.
You know
That
who
ain't
brags?
something to hang your hat on.
Talking about, you know who brags about that? People that deal with shitty teams.
Yeah, unfortunately, and it's a good cop out, and I appreciate it because we did almost win. No, I don't even mean it like that. We almost tied.
Connor, you just humbled me so
No,
fucking bad.
we almost tied.
It's
You
like the
make valid
nicest thing
points.
ever, but damn.
No, you make a great point. We almost tied them. We could have won.
But
Jawan can't catch. We might even mention it on the last pod.
Somehow he was the
has-
number one fantasy tight end this weekend.
yeah, he was the most targeted wide receiver, catcher on our team, which I like. I like Juwan. I think he's a good tight end. He is good. He's not your George Kittle. Like, he doesn't come down with those
No.
catches. He doesn't. And that's what you pay for when you don't have a tall, physical wide receiver.
He's not Ben Watson. He's not
No.
Jimmy Graham.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
And you can't blame him for not being that because we never thought he would be. But that's the
Sure.
problem when you have a Chris Olave and a Rashid Rice. You don't have a tall wide receiver. I get it. We trade for that guy. But guess what? Boo's going to text me and say, I told you we need a tall, physical wide receiver. We need somebody good, tall, physical wide receiver, not just any. Somebody good. Chris Olave is not going to finish out the season because he's going to get another concussion. You're going to see it happen.
They send him to the tent for
Yeah.
anything. Now.
His brain's got to
You
be
got to.
scrambled eggs.
When you have that
by
many
now.
concussions, though, history, like, you have to. Like, if his
Yeah.
head hits the ground hard enough, he has to go in, or you're
Yeah.
going to have a Tua situation.
Also, why is he above the Guardian cap? I mean, why just wear the motherfucker?
No, the helmet he has is like special for concussions.
Yeah.
Just add the Guardian cap on as well.
Well, the problem is with the
Holy
Guardian
shit.
cap, if they get hit right, it just pops off.
Honestly, NFL players are better than me. I would hang it up so fast after I got paid. Like that first contract, I'm like, oh, bro.
But
Like, after you the concussion,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but look, guess what?
Andrew Luck.
I bet
you
Chris
know?
Olave.
Tua,
I guess Chris
he
Olave.
needs to. I think Tua needs to hang it up.
I bet Chris Olave doesn't wear a mouthpiece.
Probably not. A lot of them don't.
Like, they should bring back the 5-yard penalty we had in TPR. You don't have a mouthpiece in 5-yard penalty.
That would help.
Like,
Can we talk about the one announcer at Southdown, and he would go touchdown, Duma. Y'all remember that? He was always off something.
Yeah, he sounded like he took 2 Xanax and had to wake up from a nap.
Touchdown, Demon.
but back to the game. Cam Jordan looked good.
Cam Jordan looked like he was 27 years old.
Yeah, I'll give it to
I
him
mean,
on that.
2 sacks.
He
But
was balling out.
seeing him first, he did have one play where he was chasing after Murray.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
did look like pitiful.
I told that to somebody this week. I said, if he's not in the play or making the play, right to him,
yeah,
then he's loafing it.
but Demario
But
Davis,
he's 34. He deserves
Demario
that.
Davis is still that dog.
Did you see Demario Davis tattoo James
Oh
Conner's
my
ass?
God.
Oh, yeah.
They met in that gap, and it was just 2 pads popping, and James Conner did not end up on the better half of it.
But what I don't understand that we keep doing, Loomis has to be calling these shots. Why the hell are we drafting guys and we know we suck and we're not putting them in? The linebacker we got from Oklahoma should have played in that game.
Stutzman.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that guy's a legend.
Devon Vele, the guy that we just traded 2 picks for,
Yeah.
He's a Timu Michael Thomas.
he got targeted, I think, 1 time.
And he probably dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what are we doing?
Also, Spencer Rattler, he finished off the game great, but he wasn't putting it in their chest. They had to go down.
Yeah.
And then we totally forgot
Man.
that they called that ball that was obviously a catch and incompletion by Chris Olave.
yeah.
How did they find video evidence that ball hit the ground?
That was crazy. That was one of the wilder calls I've ever seen. But it always happens to the Saints. 2, Spencer Rattler in the hospital balls. Even if it's not Olave, there was a couple of them that even the Juwan Johnson one.
That was that.
That's close to being a hospital ball.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
That was
that's
a
the
hard
kind of
catch,
route it
bro.
was, and that's where you have to place the ball sometimes. But I mean, still,
That's a hard catch for anybody in the league.
It is.
I'll say Kendre Miller's been impressing me. I
Me
did
too.
like his performance.
But that's another thing. Why aren't we playing the Kansas running back?
Devin Neal,
Yes.
he had a good little run. I saw, but I do think that we abandoned the run too early in this game,
Yeah.
where it was like we were averaging like 6 yards a carry in the
Alvin
first
looked
half,
crispy.
and then we did
Alvin
not.
looked great.
Alvin
Scored the
did
first
look great.
touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish that we could have won this game though. This
Yeah.
was the one that we
But
needed.
with a defense that old, your offense has got to be on the field, holding drives, just marching down, taking your time, make it third and short, get a first down, make it third and short, get a first down. Like you got to play, like kind of like the Eagles play. Like fourth down is available at all times
Agreed.
because of that defense. They're gonna get tired out quick, and plus we already got injuries. It's just
All right.
pitiful.
Would you like to preview the Saints?
They're beating the 49ers.
I love that.
Yes,
We are
Jawan-
beating the
they have to.
49ers. We have to
Jawan
beat
Jennings
Mac
is out.
Jones. We have to beat the Kittleless 49ers. But I think
Chris
we got
McCaffrey's
this.
hurt.
I see it as well. I think we
Yeah.
beat the 49ers, and I thought we were going to go 3-0 for a reason. We play the Giants next week. Russell Wilson
I
looks
think
like
we're going to
crap.
lose to the Giants.
I can see that too. I mean, we're not a good team.
I do, yeah, but then again, that might be Dart's debut, and Dart's
That's
debut
awesome.
would be tough versus an experienced defense
I
like
think
that.
it might be a Jameis Winston debut.
That'd be fire.
If I was
No,
Dayball,
they're trying to go Dart now.
I know,
already.
but if I was Dayball and I went to New Orleans and Jameis Winston was on my bench and Malik Neighbors is perfectly healthy, just kill New Orleans with the LSU wide receiver and their quarterback they should have picked up.
No, but that's just like hype shit. I'm talking about like they're gonna start Dart.
Yeah. Or Cam Scatterby is going to run all over us. Either one.
That would be the Cam Scatterby game. He's coming to New Orleans and just fucking me up.
Yeah. Like Brian Brzee, dude, he didn't show up. He had a blocked kick or he did something to that effect, but I didn't say anything. I was like, damn, this dude
Yeah,
worth
me
that
either.
first round pick.
Question. Would you like to talk about the Thursday night football game that we were watching on the podcast last
Yes,
week?
keep the saliva in your mouth.
Yes, I think Jalen Carter set off a spitting tandem that is now.
He has copycats all over the world now.
I mean, everybody started. So the Clemson player spit. There's a tennis player I think that spit.
Yeah.
There,
The Florida player spit on the South Florida player.
I
There's
mean,
probably a dude in India that spit on somebody.
yeah,
There's going to be some 9 and under players.
it's 37 U spitters for sure.
But also, I thought it was funny how like the Eagles fans were trying to justify it by saying Dak spit at him first, but it was in his general direction at the ground. What justifies you spitting on another man after that fact?
I just always go back to the fact that these dudes are getting paid millions and millions of dollars, and they've played since they were in elementary school. And every coach growing up tells you the same thing. Oh, it's
Yeah.
always the second person that gets caught. It's always the second person. But
But this is
these
different.
dudes still haven't learned. Jalen Carter, known bad person,
Criminal.
criminal.
Yeah.
Definite criminal. I think Jalen Carter, bad person.
Great player.
Great player.
He's a difference maker.
Future might be future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Already.
Might be. I said might be.
No.
Barring injury or anything.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
stays healthy,
Also, if he does not decide to kill someone.
murder someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he has some
Is
of that
OJ a
insane-
Hall of Famer?
No, he can't be, huh?
No.
I don't think so.
He's
I
gotta
bet
be
there's some
stripped
Hall.
of that.
Ray Lewis. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he actually
Murderer?
murdered someone.
Yeah.
Like, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Lord. But I think the Eagles looked very, very good in the game. I think the Cowboys looked very, very good in the game. But I mean, the Cowboys just could not give me the feeling that they were ever like do
Yeah.
that great.
Yeah.
You know?
I think they'll keep every game competitive. Like,
Absolutely.
they're a great fantasy team.
CD, man, he sold it.
Yeah, but guess what? He's gonna come back with a vengeance this following weekend. He's
I
gotta
think
put up
so,
some
too.
numbies.
But I mean, that was 3 in a row.
I just like
I think one of the balls where the one where he dove out
yeah.
was like kind of a really hard catch to make. But I mean, he's made catches like that in the past where it's like if you didn't catch the easy one, then catch the hard one.
That was
Yeah.
just a bad game. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
I don't think
first
I don't
game of the
think-
season.
Him and Quentin Johnston had a Freaky Friday. He'll be all right.
Yeah. They kind of
Oh,
swap.
their running back Williams had a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So OJ is in the Hall of Fame. He was a first ballot in 1985, so pre-murder. OJ.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was he ever stripped of it?
No.
Wow.
they're not going to do that.
No, they won't do that to him. That's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Because to get in the hall, they're going to separate like off the field antics. In that
that's not
regard.
antics.
I mean, it's murder. Yeah, sure.
it's some antics.
Yeah, he just farted around.
Oh my god!
Some antics.
One of the
Murder.
biggest high speed chases I've ever seen in the nation.
Yeah.
But
Bronco is a cool whip. Though.
yeah. But
Did OJ bring the Bronco back?
no, the Bronco was there to begin with.
I think the Bronco is just like a muscly looking
Dope.
SUV,
Vehicle, yeah.
smaller kind of SUV.
But back to the game. The Eagles. The only thing that worried me, the Eagles DBs. They did not look good. You can tell them losing Darius Slay.
The Cowboys
Chris
should have
Gardner.
won. The Cowboys
Oh, yeah.
had
Cowboys
the game won
definitely should
6
have won.
different
Yeah.
times.
And even if I think Jalen Carter's in that game, he does make an effect on the run game, but I don't think it makes the score any better.
You know what last week showed me? They need Michael Parsons. He looked amazing. I mean, he looked great.
But how did Saquon do in the game? He did all right.
He did okay. But I mean, I do think Hurts looked great.
Yeah, I just don't think Micah Parsons, even when Micah Parsons was on the team last year, their defense still sucked.
Sure. They were winning with him on
Yeah.
the team, but that
I'm
doesn't.
not saying
just make-
I'm not justifying Jerry Jones' stupid
Yeah.
actions.
So he had 18 rushing attempts for 60 yards. That's only 3.3 yards a carry.
So
He had a tutty.
No tutty.
no Tutty.
He had
Jalen Hurts had
24
two.
receiving yards with 4 receptions.
Okay,
So like a decent fantasy out
Yeah.
but not
Yeah.
a good.
but that's why I forget the guy they got. What's his name from the Packers? He's a run stuffer. He's a pass rusher, but it shows that the trade kind of worked just for that game.
Yeah, no, that's a good
Yeah.
point. No,
Yeah.
that's valid.
Got to win those games. But I felt like Jalen Hurts was great. And A.J. Brown did not show up at all.
Yeah, no,
He
that
was just
that would kind of worry
going.
me.
That was weird. I thought if I'm an Eagles fan, yeah, we won the game, but that's a weird thing going on there.
Yeah, and then coming up against the Chiefs, that's not an easy team to throw
Ew.
against. But Jalen Hurts has gone off against the Chiefs multiple years now. His best game has been the Chiefs.
Always is.
Yeah. Him and Devontae, I think, averaged, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith combined, averaged 8.5 points in fantasy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And they still, that's wild.
And they still won.
So it was just a Hurts show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. He had
Oh,
2
yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
couldn't stop him.
Mm-mm.
I tell you what game I watched during the witching hour was Tampa and ATL.
What? Yeah, that was what a
Amika
game.
and
Wow.
Buka.
Yeah,
Wow.
called his shot. Even.
Called his
Yeah, that
shot.
was
Mike
crazy.
Evans was like, all right.
As a rookie, to
That's
do that,
wild.
with Mike Evans on your team,
Man, that's strong.
and Mike Evans
And I
says,
tell
yeah.
you what, I know Amika's getting the love for the catch and all, but dude, Baker staying in the pocket. The pocket was like he was like this dude from me to Mike on
He
him, and
threw-
he just ropes it
He threw a dime.
and
bro.
just
I hate the Bucks. I love Baker. I have
Oh
Baker
my
in
God.
3
Baker-
of my 5 fantasy leagues because he's just a
I-
solid
So
quarterback.
cool.
You
That's
get him
why
way
I
late in
like
the draft.
the
He was
Bucks more than the
last
Falcons. Like I'll
Yeah.
always shit on the Falcons more because I do. There's something in me that is like I'll ride with Baker.
What is
all day.
Baker? If you had to rank your quarterbacks, who are you ranking in front of Baker besides like your typical Josh Allen, Lamar,
Joe
Patrick,
Burrow.
Joe Burrow?
I'd go Jordan Love.
The front of Baker, I can take that.
Justin Herbert.
I can take that.
I'd
He's inside your top 10, but he's not at 10.
I'll tickle Jake on this one a little
Do
bit,
not say Brock Purdy.
just for the resume as of now.
So I don't.
No,
think
I'm
he's
talking
better.
about like
Yeah,
right now.
Right
I'm talking
now,
about
I
right
think
now.
he's
okay,
I'm
not
not
Purdy.
talking about
Not pretty right.
because if you're looking at resume, you're saying Brock Purdy's better than Justin Herbert, which is
Aaron
totally false.
Rodgers.
Okay, yeah,
I
okay.
will say.
We'll
Yeah.
put that off the table.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is like right neck and neck with him. I
Right now?
give him a nod
Yeah.
above Rodgers.
I agree with that.
You might hate this take, both of you. Justin Fields, dude.
No,
Okay, wait. Just give me
fluke game.
not a fluke game.
Not fluke.
I think
not
he's
fluke, but
primed for that team.
Not
I
buying
think
it
Brees Hall,
until
Braylon Allen.
not buying it until next week.
I don't
Okay,
think it was
sure.
a fluke game, but I don't think that he's going to play
to
Dude,
that.
I don't
level.
think that's
We'll
going to be
see.
that. Every
I think they
week.
play the Bills.
I think he did really good with the Steelers until they went Russ. Like he was playing
True.
balls out. Like he hasn't shown any
Mhm.
problems with his game.
Also, too, he didn't have a DK Metcalf when he was on the Steelers.
Yeah,
He had a
Right.
George Pickens that was always just looking to fight somebody.
and he was
That's
still
true.
doing pretty well. I think his running really does.
And
allow
on the
him-
Bears, they didn't set him up for any
Yeah.
type
No.
of success at all.
no one has a shot. I mean, Caleb
Man.
Williams. I think he'll get better, but even with him, it takes a
It's just the
long
Bears.
time
It's the
to
Bears
learn
curse.
The
Ben
coach-
Johnson.
Bears
I
curse.
think
Ben
the Bears are
Johnson-
going to continue to do this, where it's going to
Yeah.
be coach quarterback, coach quarterback, coach.
I think
quarterback,
you
coach,
could
quarterback.
put if the Bears look at Patrick Mahomes and Jaden Daniels, I think it would be the same outcome for the Bears.
Yeah,
They just can't coach up quarterback.
I just think give him a little bit more time with Ben Johnson. He will figure him out, but that's an offensive mind you need time to learn.
yeah.
Caleb Williams is gonna do well, but right now he's not the guy.
Yeah.
They're not the team.
Honestly, I think Squeeps would do better than Caleb Williams right now.
That's kind of
in that
crazy.
offense,
I
because
wouldn't.
that dude's seeing ghosts. He's got the yips or something.
he had some throws.
The rolling out the pocket,
I got
eyes
Ethan Henry.
downfield,
Yeah.
and stepping out of bounds is insane.
Yeah, but
You don't see that very often, buddy.
yeah, it's just I'm not out on him because I like Ben Johnson as a coach,
Yeah,
but you're also dealing with a different system than you were in last year. You're in Eberflus's system, who's a defensive coordinator, has no offensive mind. Now you get Ben Johnson in here. Your defense was hurt. Your best DBs were out. They did play a hell of a first half, but also think we're forgetting that the Vikings won 14 games last year and their defense was cold last year and got better this year.
Do
They
you
picked
think
up
there was
Jonathan
Any
Allen.
part of him that wanted to contemplate the hotline on his fingernails while he was.
I don't think he
Nah.
cares as much as
Yeah.
you think.
Also, he
I
didn't
think
look.
he's doing good enough.
He
to
didn't
be
look-
fine with it. I don't think he's that bothered.
When
I
I
don't think
looked at-
Caleb Williams.
Did you not see what he was
Yeah.
wearing?
I don't
He was
think
just
he
wearing
cares
an
that
undershirt.
much.
That's what
Football.
I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I don't think he cares. It's like Bryce
Um,
Young.
he knows this is part of his story. Like he needs time.
You
I
put
don't
Baker
think
on that Bears team, that would work out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you put Baker on any team, it just gives it a little.
That would be
juice.
amazing.
I think if they would have gave Justin Fields time,
I can't name a
he
team
could have
Baker
gotten
wouldn't work
better.
for.
They don't give quarterbacks time there. That's
That's the
also
problem.
Yeah.
Like people don't understand when you keep swapping coaches with these quarterbacks. That's a whole new system. they
People
have
are
to learn.
calling for
Like,
Bajent though, in Chicago.
Yeah,
They're that Bajent.
at some point, if your season gets that bad, you got to see if he's
Yeah.
good or not, so you don't have to draft another one next year. But like, I wouldn't be out on him. It was his first year in Ben Johnson's system. Like the offensive line didn't help him out. He had 12 penalties on the offensive line alone, and it was before the snap penalties. So that's
Okay.
another struggle. That's the same problem the Saints had. You can't have punishments like that to win.
I agree. But, all right, we'll talk about the game of the year in Week 1. This might have set the tone for the whole year. The Ravens versus the Bills was a generational game.
Electric.
Josh
Right.
Allen is Superman. That man
I feel bad
through.
for Lamar, dude.
He had 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
251 yards in the fourth quarter.
Insanity.
You got to blame Harbaugh, honestly.
Yeah.
This is, I think, his 17th game. He's lost with a
Double-digit
double-digit
lead.
win
That's crazy.
in the fourth quarter.
One was against the Raiders.
That's
last
tough.
year.
That's very tough.
No, 2 years ago, Gardner Minshew.
I just
Yeah, no,
don't
this year.
get why you, with the team you have, you don't go for it. It's you're built to do that.
But also, I understand not going for it because your defense has just stars all around. You have Jaheir Alexander, Marlon Humphrey, Wiggins, Kyle Hamilton.
But at the
Smith.
time when you're been getting pissed on, and Josh Allen has gone
That's
down
what
the
I'm
field
saying.
and like proven to you that throughout this whole quarter your defense has not shown up.
Yeah.
Why are you not taking Lamar Jackson
and Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry?
And Zay Flowers.
I mean, like, yeah, all
And Mark
three of them
Andrews.
had great games. It's not like they were like. It's not like they did not have 40 points as well.
Yeah. I
You
think
know?
that was like, I think he was kind of shocked that his defense did so bad. And he was like, they got to show up at this moment. Like, they have to.
I think it's just one of those moments where you're like in the headlights and
Plus
it's just
Bills.
happening and you can't play risky because you're up.
I also think.
So it's like he's running the ball, he's punting, like he's doing what he's supposed
also
to do.
think Harbaugh was trying to maybe set the tone for the year as far as like this defense we trust
Yeah.
a little bit more than
He
the
just
last
slept on the
5
Bills.
years.
Yeah, you don't sleep on a team like the Bills,
Especially
I mean,
behind in with Alexander,
Yeah.
who I mean, the pass interference was
Yeah.
huge in
It's
that
like,
game.
do you want to
He
punt the
got
ball
cooked,
to Pat
dude.
Mahomes at any point?
Yeah,
Even if you're up,
Alexander
like
got
it's
cooked.
Hmm.
yeah.
I agree.
Josh Allen's him.
I just feel bad for Lamar.
Tell you what,
'cause he keeps
the
losing.
Ravens. I know they took the L, but they still look like a championship ball club.
100%, dude. When they were showing the stats of last year, Lamar.
If Derrick Henry doesn't fumble, that's completely
oh yeah, that
different
game,
ball.
that game's
yeah.
over.
And
with.
even
Yeah.
he had an incredible game.
Yeah.
That dude is ageless.
That's what I'm saying. If you
Do you
run that game,
realize he is in the same year as Ezekiel Elliott?
yeah.
That's crazy.
And Ezekiel Elliott's career has been over for what, 5 years?
No, he played last year.
I know, but I'm talking about
Oh, yeah. Oh,
career
yeah,
wise.
yeah.
Like he's him being a premier back that's
Yeah.
getting drafted in the top 2 rounds.
If you want to see a crazy stat, I know this is a little off topic, but go look up Todd Gurley's stats. I think he's still in the top 10 for touchdowns.
He might be the top.
Yeah.
Something crazy.
Since
He-
if
he's
you
got
do
some
from
wild
if you do
stats.
it from he played to now, he's still like top 5, top 10 touchdowns, which is crazy. I know that was off topic, but
Like,
yeah, no, that game. If you run that game back, that same exact game back 10 times, Ravens are winning 9 out of 10.
how happy were you when the tip catch went to Keon?
I think he was throwing it to him no matter what. There was just so much traffic in that area. Because
But
if you see, he cuts
How
back.
excited were you?
Oh, I was pumped, dude. He was having a game before it, but that touchdown was just
FSU, Louisiana boy.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm high on Keon. He's top 5 in receiving right now.
Mike reached for him in the 4th round.
He's a wide receiver 1 with
Shakir.
MVP quarterback. It's
Yeah.
not a bad call.
And-
Oh, man.
And if you look up his stats last year, he was a high red zone target before he got hurt. He had a high target rate before he got hurt. He hurt his right hand, went out, never came back the same. Comes back bigger, perfectly healthy, a little faster. can
I
run
do
routes.
think both of these teams are going to continue to kind of just piss on everybody this year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If that's what they can do against each other, I think it's going to be one of those years.
Yeah,
Um,
just God, I don't know how the Ravens don't win that. That just blows my mind. 251 yards in the 4th.
All right, let's talk about Monday Night Football. I thought it was kind of a
Monday
boring
night.
game to the very end. I was watching this game. I thought to myself, both of these quarterbacks are ass. J.J. McCarthy might be even more ass than Caleb Williams. I went shower. I got out. J.J. McCarthy was basically Tom Brady, and Caleb Williams continued to see ghost.
JJ McCarthy's a winner.
I think Caleb Williams. doesn't
My
have that mindset.
entire outlook on JJ McCarthy, Boo's gonna love this because I will hop on. This is gonna be someone I bandwagon on because I liked
That's crazy.
the hype after the game and
I'll say-
him hyping the whole team up and
I still
getting
don't like
after
him.
it.
He went undefeated at IMG high school, whatever, that doesn't really matter. He went undefeated at Michigan. Very tough
Cheated.
schedule. Yeah, they cheated, but that kind of cheating, how much does it really help? I mean, I'm sure, but
That one I feel like helped a
That
lot.
one. Have you ever
Connor
seen the
Stallion.
video?
yes, I
When
have.
they're doing the audible and they're
I
like,
have-
"Hey,
but if you look at the
Even
way
Ohio
they
State
played,
said it felt different.
yeah."
they had a very suffocating kind of.
I remember one of the
Play
defensive
style.
ends for Ohio State said one word before they even finished like the audible, and Michigan was already lining up like they already knew.
Yeah, I've seen that. It was like Sawyer or
Yeah,
something talking
It
about
was
that.
crazy.
So, do you think they should?
That's why
strip-
Harbaugh left for the NFL.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
They should
It's-
strip it.
They did it the most obvious way possible. Their head coach randomly leaves for the NFL after winning a championship game.
Yeah, it's like a non-penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And now
Nothing
the other
even
coach is
happens.
just getting fined and all this shit. They're going to strip it probably 40 years down the line. But anyway, back to Monday night.
I mean, I saw nothing out of Caleb Williams other than the first drive, and maybe the Romo Dunes was wide open at the end with that touchdown. But
I
it's like,
think,
I
yeah,
saw nothing out of him.
that game flipped on its head when Ben Johnson went for it on 4th and 2 instead of kicking the field goal, which I don't understand. You're up 2. Why the hell go for it and risk giving it to the other team and giving back Football's
And
all
I
momentum.
also
It's
don't
all
think
momentum.
like I guess he's trying to carry that Detroit narrative of like, yeah, we go
Can't.
through, but like go for it on fourth downs and stuff like that. But you don't have that roster. You don't have
You don't have
Jahmyr
that running
Gibbs
back.
and, David
David
Montgomery
Montgomery.
back there. You do not have Amon-Ra St. Brown. You don't have a Jared Goff at the helm of that. Like Jared
Yeah.
Goff is a quarterback that's thrown for 5,000 yards. Caleb
He was
Williams,
a first round first pick.
Yes,
he's
Super
a
Bowl.
good,
and guess
so, yeah,
what?
he's amazing.
Proved himself year one too.
Yeah.
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 Like,
But
He's amazing.
I think the Bears have talent. Their wide receivers are talented. I
They
would
do
say
have
that.
what- talented
Their tight
wide
end,
receivers.
their tight ends are talented. Their
Mhm.
O line needs to step up more. They had, I want to say, I think I said earlier in the video, they had 12 penalties like before the snap. Like you can't have in a Ben Johnson offense, you can't have that. You can't go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 15, and then go from 2nd and 10 to 3rd and 8, and then back to 3rd and 15.
I
You
did
can't do
see
that.
a tweet from a Bears fan that was a side by side of the last three coaches that all had a dumbfounded, confused look on their face.
Yeah.
And I think they're already kind of like regressing on the Ben Johnson situation.
I think Ben Johnson's a great coach.
Me too.
I just don't think they.
I'm
have
just saying.
his
I'm
team.
just saying that even Bears fans, after the Week 1 NFC North loss, it's a
Yeah.
little bit.
I think what they should have done if I was running the Bears, I would have went and got Nick Chubb.
Someone who's not DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's the most
Something.
I mean, he had like
unproven
3
guy.
catches the first drive and then nothing, and
Man.
he's
All
also
checkdowns,
just like
though.
kind of a nothing
Yeah.
burger. Like,
But yeah, I think we were just forgetting. Like we just forgot how good the Vikings. Like the Vikings are not a bad team.
Yeah.
They went and got Jonathan Allen, who I'm pretty sure was a Pro Bowler with the Redskins at a point.
Yeah.
Commanders, Washington football team, whatever team he played for when they were named. But they have a good defense. Brian Flores, and they talk about it in PMT, but they were talking about how like he wasn't blitzing at all. If you watch the game back, he wasn't blitzing the first half.
No.
He was just kind of playing vanilla. And in the second half, he started sending blitzes, and Caleb Williams just got
seeing ghost,
and
just done.
even
But,
Detroit struggled against the Vikings.
I would say one quarterback won the locker room, and the other one is just like losing and losing and losing the locker room. I mean, you're seeing the annex outside of the game
Yeah.
with Caleb Williams.
Mhm.
I mean, the no paint, I don't care about that. I mean, we're at a time right now where I'm sure his teammates don't really care,
yeah.
but he doesn't seem like a leader. He doesn't seem like he takes as much accountability.
missing
It's
that
like
locker
quit
room
doing
guy.
the
Yeah.
bullshit if we're not
Right.
winning, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
JJ seems like the locker room accountability guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
they got
plus-
hyped after that.
And
Yeah.
plus, we know O'Connell's a QB whisperer.
Absolutely.
And
You
Ben
said that last
Johnson,
week. Yeah.
and Ben Johnson got gifted Jared Goff, experienced quarterback. Like he hasn't proven that he can coach a quarterback,
Yeah.
and that might show up this year that he can.
Yeah, it's
He has
not
a
like he just got
complex
some sort of
offense.
scrub with Jared
Yeah,
Goff. Like
yeah.
this guy did go to a Super
Yeah.
Bowl before.
No, I'm not.
Going
I'm not
to
saying
the-
he's a
No,
scrub.
I
yeah.
agree with you, but
Oh.
I'm saying that he didn't ever develop a quarterback. He's not a quarterback whisperer.
He has a
Yeah.
super complex offense, and that's what I think is Caleb Williams' biggest like downfall right now.
I
Yeah.
hope
Once
Ben
he
Johnson
learns
does it.
that, he could be great.
I
I
hope
think
he
he
doesn't
can't write
turn
him
into
off.
like a Mike McDaniel. That would piss me off.
Yeah, for sure. He's a great coach. I mean, it's
I think he
unfortunate.
has more of a resume than Mike McDaniel has as well going into
Mike
Miami.
McDaniel
Had
went to a
going
Super
into-
Bowl.
See, this is
Miami.
the problem though. It's like Dennis Allen. He might be the best defensive mind. He's now with the Bears. He's a great defensive
He
coach.
did call good defense. They just had injuries.
That's
Injuries
what I'm
caught up with him
saying.
in the
It's
second
just sometimes you're not a head coach, and I think Ben Johnson is a head coach, but he needs a
half. Yeah,
developed quarterback, or we just
he needs
need
a locker
time
room guy.
for Caleb.
Something.
Yeah,
Somebody needs to step up in that locker room and do something.
yeah.
Two
It's
big
not DJ
games this
Moore.
weekend,
Yeah.
though, that I would like to preview. We previewed the Saints, San Francisco. I think we easily get that with all the injuries that San Fran has this weekend.
Yeah,
And
shiniest turd.
but we do have Washington and the Packers tomorrow night.
Yeah,
I'm so excited about this, and I think that this is huge for the Redskins. PMT
Danielson.
is all over it with the. This might be the Redskins' year.
I don't think that.
I gotta say, I'm with Lil Wayne. Once a Packer, always a Packer. I think Green Bay's gonna win this game.
You've been in the Packers since the season started.
I
or
think
even before.
Yeah, so I really think, I mean, Micah Parsons, regardless of him, I just think Mike even was on it last year. It's like they they're full everywhere. They have no weak spot, and they have a great coach.
Maybe they're DVs, but then their safeties are good.
Yeah,
Like,
I really think this could be their year.
You can
It's
have-
not even a hot
I
take
Yeah.
still
anymore.
think that this is going to be one of those games for Jaden Daniels. I do.
Their
I
defense
don't know,
sucks, though.
dude.
I know.
I think their defense just had
It's-
a bad game.
They're an improved defense from last year, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not great.
Yeah,
That's all.
I agree. But I do think that this is the JD
But Jordan
game
Love
where
is-
he's going to put up enough points to at least get over that hump and win the game by 3 points.
You know how great it must be in a Packers fan just knowing the next quarterback you get is just going to work out.
Every time.
Like,
They've had like 3
Jordan-
quarterbacks in like 40 years.
yeah, Jordan Love is played an insane game, and they don't have a wide receiver one. Like they don't.
No.
They throw it to anybody and everybody.
Also, they're a good organization. They
They're
extended
the best
they
organization.
extended
Yeah.
Christian Watson
and they beat
while
him
he's
play.
injured.
Yeah.
The dude is under injury
Yeah.
on the IR, and they extended him. It's like, yeah, I want to come back and play really hard for you guys. Like,
But think that you have Watson, Romeo Dobbs, Reed, Wicks, the Golden. That's 5 guys.
Matthew
that are at
Golden's
least-
going to be good too.
Yeah, that's 5 guys that are at least wide receiver 3, wide receiver 2, maybe even wide receiver 1 on other teams.
Yeah.
And they're sticking around, and he spreads the ball out. Tucker Kraft is
A
a
dog.
top tight end
Yeah.
in my eyes. He's up there with like Kittle, Sam Laporta, Travis Kelsey, Brock Bowers. He's up there. He just doesn't get the target share they do. Trey McBride, because he spreads the ball out. And then you have Josh Jacobs, who's a dog.
Yeah.
That dude
Agreed.
steamrolls people. And their defense is just Gary and Micah Parsons as a duo is just terrifying.
Wow. It is.
Micah
Gary and
Parsons-
Micah Parsons is
He
nuts.
so Michael Parsons played for America's team, quote unquote. He's on Lambeau Field about to cry his eyes out, saying, "I've never felt this from like a stadium, from a fan base.
Yeah.
Like the feel at Lambeau is different. You
Yeah.
can't.
And think about it.
Yeah.
If you go look back at his matchups against Penei Sewell when he was at the Cowboys, it was not as easy. His first play when he went in against Penei Sewell, he steamrolled him.
Yeah.
And he almost made the sack his very first play.
For sure.
Yeah. And Panay Sewell is not a guy that
Yeah, it
Happens
don't
to
happen
very
often.
often.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's got a new juice to him, and if I'm a Commanders fan, I would be worried because like Jaden Daniels, like if he goes to scramble, he can't go outside because you have Gary on the other side, so he has to go up the middle. Packers linebackers are athletic. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be interesting.
I got the Commanders. Redskins football team.
Packers.
I'm going Packers. It's the line's 3.5. I'm going to touchdown.
Damn.
Alrighty.
At Lombardi?
Yep.
Yeah, Packers.
All right, Eagles Chiefs is the next game I would like to preview. Super Bowl rematch. This is going to be a big one.
Yeah, it should be a good game.
I do think this is going to be a regular season, maybe steamrolling by the Eagles.
I don't think that.
I think the Eagles are going to win, but I think it's going to be like at the end of the game.
I know.
I think it'll be very close. I think the Eagles will win.
Yeah, I got. I'm just worried about the Eagles DBs, dude. They got cooked.
I'm going to come out and say it. I think the Chiefs are not even going to score over 17 points.
Damn. I think they're going to have a down year. I do. I don't know.
I think it might be 21-17.
I hope they get Isaiah Pacheco going because last week was tough.
It's hard, dude. It's hard to get a Chiefs. That's the crazy thing. Chiefs been so good for a while now. Like, if you're a fantasy guy, you don't want to draft anybody on their team
No.
because you don't know
Who's going to
like,
blow up
yeah,
what week?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Besides that
true.
1 year Pacheco did, and then Rice did early last year, but like that shit can change. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and then Zoe Travis Kelsey will always have a couple 20-point games every season. But
And Xavier Worthy's already hurt. Like, and
speaking of on that note, you want to get
and-
into some fantasy folklore?
well, also Jalen Carter might be suspended that game.
I think so.
So if that's the case, I'll take the Chiefs at home. But regardless, I think it's a toss-up game. I think this will be a close one.
Yeah,
I'm going Eagles all the way.
I'm going to Eagles, but it's gonna be close.
What about you, Connor?
Yeah, I'm going Eagles.
All right. We're riding it.
Squad.
Eagle. All right. Fantasy folklore time.
Woo.
All right. We're going to start with looking at we previewed last week and said that Connor, you had Puka Nakua being a bust for the year. I had Jettis being a bust for the year. Mike, you had Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers got hurt. He was in the
He did
middle
go
of
off.
cooking, though.
Yeah,
He was in the
100
middle of
something.
cooking. He did not look like a bust.
But technically, if he's out, that's a bust. So
Yeah, so Mike,
I
you
don't
might
think
have
he
hit
has that.
early on this.
he's
I didn't want to. He's on my fucking team.
you're the
That's
most correct currently.
Yeah, Mike, you cooked really. You might have cooked yourself.
Yeah, I should have said fucking Brock Purdy.
You should have knocked on wood.
I
The
think
Golov's travel.
he's like perfectly. I think he's perfectly healthy. He's not questionable anymore.
Connor, Puka looked like he was really, really good, not a bust.
That's Matt Stafford. I mean, yeah, he's gonna be good.
Okay.
That was a reach.
Bood
I'll give it
said that we had to talk about this. Is he still a fantasy bust? I'm doubling down. Fuck you, Bood.
that.
Guess what? I think that Stafford does not play 17 games. I don't root for injury. I just think that he's had too much going on. He's too old. A back is a huge deal,
Yeah,
and I don't see him playing 17 games. Bood, you even said it. He got targeted 3 times in this game alone.
yeah.
I thought he went out with a concussion early.
Cut his eye open.
And then if you have Jimmy G come in, he is known for the hospital ball.
And Puka's known
Like-
for getting hurt in general.
Exactly. So I'm still going to rock with you, Connor, in fact that he is going to be a fantasy bust by the end of the year.
Yeah, because week 1 doesn't prove you right or wrong. It's week 1.
It's just a suggestion.
We just got to
Yeah.
keep on. We just got to stay on the tracker.
It's a speed
Yeah.
limit time.
Because boy, did it look wrong.
My Jettis pick, I will say, I was kind of wrong. I mean, he scored
First
14, was it?
Yeah, first half.
But I did think I was. I mean, at first I was like so right. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no. Well,
I
the
was
thing
like,
is,
the
you had
JJ, especially because I was like, he can't cook with JJ McCarthy.
It looked that way.
It looked exactly that way, and then they score that touchdown. That touchdown looked good.
And
Yeah,
they
it
may
looked
never
good.
look back. Because
Yeah.
I mean, that was JJ's debut in the NFL. Like,
Mhm.
he's doing things that,
he's going to face Rufford when he goes against the Packers.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a hell of a game.
Spencer Rattler, how many games has he played? 9?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
or
pick-
more?
I would pick JJ over Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
any day of the
So
week,
you can't
all
talk
day.
about experience or anything. Like,
But that's
JJ's ready.
O'Connell.
He's
That is
primed.
O'Connell,
yeah,
bro.
absolutely.
And plus, he has that mindset, like you were saying. Like, if you have that mindset, plus you got a coach like that,
you're gonna find a way.
yeah,
Yeah, there was an interview, and essentially JJ pointed to his mistakes to all his players.
yeah,
He pointed when they would come back, and he even
Mhm.
said they're down, trying to go ahead, and he's like, "All right, is there anywhere y'all would rather be right now?"
yeah,
That's the guy you want. You think Caleb Williams is saying something like
No.
that when they're losing?
yeah. No,
I doubt
and
it.
plus
I-
JJ got smacked around.
Yeah,
I do
and
think
he's for
that
it.
I'm still going to rock with my take, though. I do think
Jettis?
that this train is not leaving the station. You know what I mean? I do think that this is still going to be developed. It's the Bears. It's still the Bears.
yeah.
But I do not think that this is going to be the start of some kind of crazy duo.
Why did we pick so many big names? Like we could have picked Chris Olave. Like that's. A
I
given.
think because we said top 15, it was just an like no
Brock
matter what,
Purdy.
we were gonna be wrong. I mean, who else could we have picked?
Yeah.
That's
Top
true.
15
Devontae
in the
Adams.
draft. Would he be picked? No, top 15.
Oh.
Because the question was top 15 fantasy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Anyone we would have picked went on.
Chris McCaffrey.
New sub segment.
No, you even said that. That was the first one, but it was a chalk.
Oh yeah, because that's kind of like a given.
Yeah.
The new sub segment we're going to roll out on this episode is called Bench Breakout Dogs. We are going to pick 3 players between all 3 of us every week that maybe are in that stash on your bench that if you're looking to maybe stream a flex, maybe throw them into the lineup if someone's a little banged up this week.
For this week. Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like for these players to maybe be in your lineup. And if they suck,
Your fault. You started them.
yeah, come curse us out in the comments, whatever. Whatever makes you feel better.
Repost it. I dare you.
Yeah. maybe subscribe or something if you're that pissed off. But
Show us you don't care.
show us how pissed off you can get. Just keep commenting as much as you can.
I bet you won't.
With that being said, we are going to roll this out. I think this week is going to be a Khalil Shakir week in Buffalo. I think that they're going to be throwing it all over the field. I think it is going to be
Playing the Jets?
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's going to be Keon Coleman is going to be covered by Sauce. And I think on the other side you're going to have Khalil Shakir opened up and he's going to
I
get
think
the ball.
vice versa. I think Saul's going to be all over the field.
My one concern with the game is typically they match up well against each other, but what if the Bills just go way up ahead and then it's just like no passing?
That's
Yeah.
true. But I do
That's
think
a
Khalil
but
Shakir is going to be he's my
breakout.
breakout dog this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
My
it.
breakout
No,
dog.
it's a good dog.
Mine is Travion Henderson for the Patriots. They're playing
like
Miami. That's kind of a given because Miami is the dog. They're not even the dog shit. They're the grass under the dog shit of the league.
I agree. They're at
They're
32
irrelevant.
right now,
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
opinion. Connor, who you got?
I would say Bill McCroskey Merritt with the Commanders.
Against the
I mean,
Bill
Packers?
Bill.
yeah, I mean,
That dude
He did look good.
That dude was hitting the truck stick a couple times on some
Yeah.
boys last week.
I think they're going to
I
really
like the
see
pick.
what they got in them.
So you're telling me I should start him this week over ATN and Travion Henderson?
Not Travion Henderson.
So should I put him in the flex?
I think you keep Etienne.
I have DJ Moore in my flex.
Yeah, I would swap them out.
All right, I'll do that. I thought
Oh.
about doing that.
No, because I really think, I mean, Jaden Daniels likes like little dump offs. I mean, it's worked in college. I think.
Yeah, and Austin Eckler's just.
Yeah.
I also want to just highlight something. Look in the camera while I say this.
I bet.
After all the shit talk that Jake Anthony Dewey decided to do leading up to our week 1 matchup, I was a little nervous. He's my toughest opponent dating back to 4 years. Got a call on Friday from Jake Anthony Dewey. Not even going to give him the pleasure of being called the Snake or any of this other stupid ass fucking nicknames he decides to call himself. Jake, I put
they
up
self-proclaimed?
160.
Yeah, they are.
160 on your ass. You failed to score 100. You decided to start, what was that, 3 rookies?
Yeah.
One of them being Travis Hunter, who played multiple defensive snaps. You're a jackass. I beat you. You are no longer my toughest opponent. I'm going to slice through you like a shark tooth through butter come later in the season yet again. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, suck it. Thank you. That's all I got to say.
I would say that game was belt to ass.
I think winning week 1 versus him was one of the best feelings
Oh, I
I've
bet.
had.
Because I faced Kyle, and he had like 12 points by 3 o'clock p.m.
I know, and it
I
was
was like-
contentious. It was like I had a 51% chance to win,
Nobody was talking.
and no one was talking. And Jake decided to throw a little fuel on the fire.
Oh, he
and
popped off at
Oh, he
you.
was
Yeah.
popping. He was trying to get under my skin. I didn't say a word until the fat lady sung, and boy, she sung loud as shit. I said, I put 158 nuts on your chin, and you scored. And look, Purdy, 16 points. Josh Allen didn't even have to play his 40-point game. Neither did Zay Flowers. My kicker almost
Also,
had
he
what
had
he
Zay
had.
Flowers last year, and he said he.
Yeah.
a guy
He
he's
called
never
me
gonna
on
draft.
Friday and was like, oh, did you have Zay Flowers? He didn't do much for me last year. Well, guess what, jackass? He did something for me this year and beat the fuck out of you.
He's also
Thank
the number
you.
1 wide receiver in the league right now.
Also, I just wanted to give Michael props before we move on to spout shouts. Maybe the Keon Reach was it.
Still early. He had a good week 1. Yeah, he had a great week 1. 28 points, 8 for 11 targets.
Well, I'll give it to you. I'm not gonna. I'll give your flowers for a good reach. All right, spout shouts. Someone get out of here. we have Lil Jacob, Michael's brother's bachelor party this weekend. It's going to be a fucking movie. We have the Lafayette frat brothers meet the little brother's friend group, meet his boys since he was 6 years old friend group, and it's going to be a collusion of
And then-
minds.
A lot of testosterone.
A
And then
lot.
Big Jacob.
Yeah, and then somehow, shout out Michael's dad. He's going to be the only dude just cooking and powering through
Dude, he's
this entire time.
at work today. That's all he wanted to talk about.
Shout out him.
Yeah.
Shout out Lil Jacob for getting married so we can do this.
I'm glad
We wouldn't be
it.
doing this without Lil Jacob getting married.
I'm glad.
Shout out to his soon to be wife.
Yeah, shout out Katie Tanner. We have,
Yeah.
or soon to be Katie LaCon, but
Yep.
she's Katie Tanner in my heart
Tanner.
forever.
Katie
And
Tanner.
Katie Tanner. Shout out them.
Yep. and we
Also,
watching football.
a little bit somber note. Shout out and prayers to Charlie Kirk. Prayers to that dude. Awful what happened today, but want to pray for his family. Whatever. I hope that just ugly. But to end on a positive note, we are going to end with one of these every episode now. Michael,
Yes.
you're going to shuffle these cards up. There's 12 cards on the table currently of random ass dudes. I'm going to pick one of these said dudes, and we are going to dissect said dude. These are wild cards. These are dudes that you were probably never heard of, but you're going to now hear of. So I'm going to pick, we're going to read, and that is what's going to happen. Michael, are you ready?
Yes.
We have Rhett Bomar. He is a Giants quarterback. It's looking like I'm unfamiliar with his game. He is played for the Sooners as well as the Bearcats. He couldn't pull the trigger with Burmo's skill set. In the 5th round, praised for his quick release by Coach Tom Coughlin, and entered rookie minicamp for the battle of the number 3 job with Andre Johnson, who's taken the 2008 draft. He looked at some good numbers against in his college career.
He also didn't play in 2006.
He was drafted in the 5th round, 151st overall at Sam Houston State. Connor, any facts about this guy?
Yeah, so in 2006, he was actually dismissed from Oklahoma. He violated the NCAA rules. He was getting paid to work at Big Red Sports and Imports, a car dealership. He wasn't working there. So he made
He wasn't
like
going to work. He was just collecting a paycheck.
Yeah,
Red
so he
Bomar sounds like a dude.
yeah, so he made like at least 18.
Sounds like a bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Family Guy.
So since then, he's had his fair share of shake with the law. First DUI in 2011, arrested in Minnesota while playing for the Vikings. Not starting.
Nice. Not when he was playing for the Giants, like in this picture.
He's had 2 more DUIs since then,
Drinker.
both in 2024. So he had a little stint.
Oh, so this is recent.
So his first one was
It's
in
a
2011.
recent party guy.
Yeah, and then in 2015.
I mean, he was playing
Oh, I'm
a
not
long
done.
time ago.
And then in 2015, additional arrests. He had multiple bookings in the Montgomery County, Texas, throughout 2025. Most
Dude.
recently, a felony bond was he took out a bond for a felony arrest in March 7th,
Red
2025.
Bomar.
Jesus.
Crazy dude. What a first pull. What a
So-
first card pull. To first one ever. We get Wild Boy Red Bomar.
Yeah. So he transferred to coaching after the NFL after his
That's
first
crazy.
DUI.
We're going to start putting these up here.
So he was a high school coach at Westmore High School until he was fired for backlash over his DUI history after his 3rd DUI. Thoughts?
Well, that's kind of bullshit. Wait, so he did? What, did he get another DUI while
So-
he was
so-
as a coach, or did they just fire him randomly for his? Like they hired him and then found out about his past.
No.
No, he got
I
another
wish.
DUI.
No, so he got 2 more.
Holy
So,
shit.
so essentially, he got cut from the NFL in 2011 for a DUI. So he went to
Yeah.
high school coaching in Texas, for where he's from.
Oh my gosh.
2024, he got 2 DUIs and he kept coaching. Well, his last DUI was in January of 2024. So they just didn't like the third DUI.
Oh, my God.
They're like, dude, too many DUIs.
He has
That's
to go to
insane.
AA meeting.
He's
or
like,
something.
Texas forever.
Yeah.
Texas
Yeah,
forever.
he's Tim Riggins.
He's Rigo.
He's
Yeah.
Riggins.
Who's the dude in Trailer Park Boys?
Mr. Leahy.
Mr. Leahy.
He is Mr.
If
Leahy.
He's
Mr.
the
Leahy
liquor.
was a coach,
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, I think that does it for episode 2. So I think moving on, we're going to continue to do this in this beautiful
arena.
arena we have in here. So keep rocking with us. Subscribe, like the podcast, comment. If you want to text Bood, reach out to me, and I will give you his number, and you can call and harass him. So,
Appreciate
anything?
it.
All right,
I'm all good.
later.